Downsize It, and I'm joined today by Social General Rob. And Rob is finally getting to play with his Republic stuff. He hasn't been able to play with those in a while. Put together his own fleet.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to be running a fleet submitted by subscriber Clint Jacobs. He calls this Ma Barker. And he sent this. This has been a while. It's been in the queue for a while, so sorry it took so long to get to you, Clint. But this is just by looking at it, you guys can probably tell this is pretty brutal. 2 Star Destroyers and an Onager. That's pretty overwhelming. I did send this to Rob ahead of time so that he could try to build a list tailored against it. Obviously, there's no squads in this one, so Rob decided to go squad heavy with bombers, which is probably one of the only ways you could probably take this on. Well, not the only way, but
but one of the, like you said, one.
Yeah. So fully, definitely full disclosure. I wanted Rob to tailor against this because if I just showed up with this without telling him what it was, that would just, that's just not fun.
No.
If you got a list like this, guys, let your friends know that you're bringing something like this. So, you'll see the specifics of it coming up. I did make a couple slight changes, Clint, not to the list itself, but just where things were placed. I think either I copied it over wrong into Ryan Kingston, or it might have just been an error when you sent it to me, but you put Captain Nita on one of the Simoons and turbo laser reroute circuits on the Onager, which you have to pair those together. So I just put Captain Nita on the Onager, and then I also moved Romodi over to the Onager just for my own OCD. So mainly just keep the Onager back as the flagship while the Simoons move forward. I hope I'm still in the spirit of the list, so I hope you're okay with me. I was just moving some cards over to the Onager basically. So coming up next, I'll go over the fleets in the mission. And then you'll see Rob and I deploying as we discuss our strategy and tactics in the pre-game interview. For the Imperials, and the list submitted by Clint Jacobs, we have an Onager Star Destroyer with General Romodi, Captain Nita, turbolaser reroute circuits, and orbital bombardment particle cannon, and 2 Simoon 1 refits, both with spinal armament and linked turbolaser towers. For the Republic, we have Admiral Yularen on the Resolute as a Venator 2 with clone gunners, hyperspace rings, thermal shields, and XI-7 turbolasers. A Pelta medical frigate with the FB-88 title, clone nav officer, fighter coordination team, and bomber command center. And a Consular Charger C-70 with fighter coordination team and expanded hangar bay. For squads, we have Ahsoka Tano, Anakin Skywalker, Oddball, 2 ARC 170s, and 3 Y-Wing squadrons. For missions, Rob came in under points, and he chose to be second player. So I had to choose from his missions, which were Precision Strike, Jamming Barrier, and Superior Positions. And I chose to go with Jamming Barrier because I can't remember if I've done this one before. Looked interesting. So we're going to have the dust fields and no debris field and no station. But after we're done deploying fleets, Rob is going to deploy 2 objective tokens that can be out to distance 1 to 5 of each other. And if you draw a line across those objective tokens, the shot is obstructed. You have to reduce your dice pool by half, rounding down. So it should be some interesting play there with the jamming barrier. We'll see how it goes. So coming up next, Rob and I will be deploying in a sped-up overlay while we discuss our strategy and tactics in the pre-game interview. Okay, so now that you guys have seen the fleets in the mission, you're going to start seeing us deploying in the sped-up overlay about right here. And Rob, why don't you go and go over your fleet and your thoughts behind its composition and your strategy.
Sure.
When you set up all the objectives in your fleet and stuff.
All my objectives were squadron-based. Because, well, I have to capitalize on what I can do versus this monstrosity that's going to come against me. I mean, that's a lot of pain coming right down that aisle right there. Starting with just an Onager and then 2 Simoons, if I'm correct.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So yeah, that's gonna be a lot of pain coming down. They're long range, so I had to think what objectives would work. And jamming field was the one that Ben picked, which I was happy that he picked because it was the one I was counting on him picking. So my fighters are going to be out there. Luckily, I have hyperspace rings on 2 of my ships that actually lets them go out further, and I'm hoping to get them there quicker and keep my ships further behind the lines, hopefully. The Venator luckily has thermal shields, which will also help against the incoming attacks. I'm sure something coming. And I have the Yularen. So I did want to play Platoon, to be honest, but we've seen Platoon a couple times already. So I thought, why not Yularen, the other great squadron commander? And I did want to see him in action. So the great thing about him is that if I have a token on another ship, you'll get to add an extra. I might be reading that wrong. And a token, I'll get an extra one, even including the token ship. Ship. So let's say it's let's go with the consort because only have one squadron. If he has a token, he'll get normally 2. But with Yularen, gives him 3 squadrons to get maneuver. So I'm going with that. Of course, I got to hang him the base and not add all that in there. I got fighter coordination teams on 2 of them, Pelta and Consort. So that way they can move them at least in 1 more if they're not engaged. So as long as they're not engaged, they keep moving those arcs. I got to get those arcs up there. So it gives them basically speed 3. I'm going to try Clone Gunners. It's one I want to try since it first came out. I've seen it. That's going to be a little bit of work, a little bit interesting things to do. The Pelta is basically there to kind of assist bomb control and hopefully get enough damage on these big ships that are coming in. And then, luckily, I believe that the obstacles were placed in a way that Romodi will not be able to use them as easily as well. The jamming field tokens I put down, as you'll be seeing soon, to block my fleet, and then basically he'll have to, well, either one of us, doesn't matter who, will have to round down how much dice we're going to be using to roll against. So if I have 3 red, I'll only be able to roll 2. Just round it down. Is that right?
I don't know, I have to machine.
Okay. But anyways,
but it's halved.
Yeah, it's halved. Rounded down. So hopefully that will protect me from him, especially the Onager that's going to probably get a first shot off. And his Simoons, which are long range ships. And they can move. So just gotta worry about it. So that's what my screen is. And my consular ship is going to be charging up my clone gunners. And also helping me push fleets. Squadrons, sorry. My Pelta is basically going to be pushing squadrons and bomber commands. And then Yularen, thermal shields, XA7s, and Resolute to help out with the token play for Yularen. That's my thing. So I'm going to come around the sides, hopefully the bombers, horseback, wherever I can get him, basically. And just start taking out his ships, plinking damage, and making him either try to figure out how he's going to deal with the bombers, or he's going to come after my ships. Try and give some bad decisions. Or tough decisions. Okay?
Well, this, as you guys saw when I went over the fleets, this fleet that Clint sent in is pretty basic, straightforward. It's just 3 large ships with red dice and being snipers. And yeah, this mission doesn't have that many obstacles for me to get Romodi off of. I'm not that worried about it. This is just going to be a hit Rob at long range and try to take out his carriers. So
yep.
The Simoons, based on the way he set up the jamming barrier, they're going to be coming around the flank, get around the side, and it's ultimately it'll be interesting to see how he decides to try to approach and how he decides to command his squads, that kind of thing. I might have to do a lot of flacking when they get in range, but it's almost kind of, all of those squads have 76 health.
Yep.
So it's kind of pointless to even try to flak them. And it really just comes down to I'm just going to have to blow away his ships and that way his squads do nothing.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
That's going to be the only hope here. And again, very simple, like minimal upgrades. Again, it's all just the design behind this fleet is maximum red dice and throw as many red dice as you can.
Right.
So we'll see how it works. Red dice can be fickle, and we'll see what kind of targets he presents to me. And yeah, I don't know. This is one of those squad heavy versus no squad, and we'll see how it plays out. Although this no squad one, that's a lot of hit points he has to get through and a lot of firepower. So
right.
Yeah. Well, this might be a fast game. We'll see.
It will. I got a feeling it will be.
Yeah, this could be a quick game. So we'll see how that goes.
But it's also kind of neat because they're a reverse mirror of each other. Because I'm taking all the squadrons and I got basically a carrier fleet versus a battleship fleet, we'll call it.
Yeah, pretty much.
So it's going to be very interesting, I think, at the same time. So it'll be fast one way or another. Maybe I'll just fly off the board after I kill off one of his ships.
Yeah.
If I can. Just get my guys off the board. Whether I can get away from a Star Destroyer, that's a whole different thing.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. Yeah. So Rob and I will plan our dials, and coming up next will be the start of round 1. Start of round 1. My entire fleet currently at speed 1. My Simoons that are going to be doing the flanking action, while Romodi and Nita on the Onager. This is a Star Destroyer variant. Just going to be sitting back and waiting for ships to cross that jamming barrier. Got all the squads deployed forward with their hyperspace rings. And then speed 2 for Rob's fleet. As you guys know, Resolute has 2 squads and 2 engineering is what Rob chose to do. Okay, I'm going to go with my Onager to navigate, and I'm going to slow down to 0. And then I'm going to place my ignition token, although I'm not going to have a shot round 1, but we'll just place it out there, just get in the habit of it. So you guys can see, that's where I place it again. Not going to have a shot first round because technically I can't see anything behind that squadron line.
Okay, Pelta's up first. It's a navigation dial. I'll be taking the token, and I'll be continuing straight forward to...
Okay, going with my numbered Simoon, it's a navigate, speeding up to 2, and staying straight for now.
Okay, up next is the Consular. It's a navigation dial, and I'll be speeding up to speed 3, and going straight ahead.
Alright, and then my unmarked Simoon, it is a navigate, speeding up to 2, getting an extra click at the 1. Turn in like so.
Yularen is up next, and is a squad. It's a navigation dial, sorry. And I'm slowing down to speed 1, and it's moving straight up ahead, keeping the fleet together.
Alright, that's it for the ship phase. Squads will do off screen. I'll show you where they go at the start of round 2. Start of round 2. Simoons are speeding up at speed 2. Onager, I slowed down. I'm gonna use it like its namesake. The squadrons just shifted over. Distance 2 for the entire formation. And speed 1, speed 2, speed 3 from left to right for Rob's ships. Okay, we're gonna go with the Onager. It's an engineering, taking a token. And I'm not even choosing to take a shot with my ignition shot. It'd just be 1 red dice if I was even in range at somebody. So this gets picked up and replace it. Have it just something is shifting over, so it's the very edge of my fire.
Alright, console ship is up first. It's a navigate dial. I'll be using to slow down to 2, and I'm using just a regular moves right there. Click, 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 and stay at 2.
Okay, going with my unmarked Simoon, it's a navigate, speeding up to 3, getting an extra click at 1. Just a little side shuffle here. So,
alright, up next is the Pelta. Is a squadron dial, which I'll be taking the token for. And I'm keeping at speed 2. I'm going to do a little shift here. Clicking at the 1 going to the port side, and then starboard side right there.
Okay, did this out of order. I meant to do this one first, but oh well. So, my marked Simoon into navigate. I'm staying at 2, but getting an extra click at the 1. Seeing if I can avoid ramming by doing something like this. And I do. So,
Imperial flying. Right.
Imperial flying. Change my plans there.
Alright, Yularen is up next. It is a squadron dial. I'll be taking the token.
Use the dial.
I'm using the dial. My bad. Alright. And I moved these 3 Y-wings over. And
then you took a token from Resolute.
I took a token for Resolute, which I'll be holding on to. And now I'll be turning, but it's still speed 1. A little side turn there.
Alright, that's it for the ship phase. Next will be squad phase. Rob will move his squads, and then I'll show you where they go, and we'll be back at the start of round 3. Start of round 3. Simoons in close formation together. We'll call it formation and not just near collision flying. Rob's squads, I just shifted them all over. Same direction. And then his fleet moving, potentially turning to catch up to them. We shall see. There might be some engagement this round. Okay, going with my unmarked Simoon. It is a navigate, getting extra click at the 2. Doing a little tighter side shuffle there. I'm going to land on Ahsoka. So I can place her wherever he wants. And barely avoiding that asteroid. Alright, Rob, where do you want Ahsoka?
I'm going to put Ahsoka. Let's keep her on the front right there. Just put her against your base, front base.
Okay.
Alright, Consular is up next. The navigation dial. I will be using it. Keeping it at speed 3. But I'll be
speeding up to speed 3.
I'm sorry, speeding up to speed 3, my bad. I'll be also using the extra click at the 1. Sorry. And I might be okay. We'll have to see about that.
Okay, going with my marked Simoon. It's navigate, speeding up to 3, extra click at the 1. Just kind of sort of eyeballing this and then landing on the asteroid, if that's alright. Just getting myself back in relative formation that I want to be in. Ruptured engine. After executing maneuver, if the speed's greater than 1, I suffer damage. Well, looks like a lot of my shields are going to be taking damage from that, because I'm currently going 3.
Okay, I'm using the Pelta here. It's navigation dial, which I will be using to slow down. And I'll be exhausting Clone Navigation Officer to pass over a nav token to the Consular. And I'm going to be turning, double clicking over here at the 1, which
Okay, going with my Onager. It is a navigate. I am going to use it. But I also have an ignition shot. Effective medium range is extreme range, but medium range from the token to the front of the Pelta, which has just crossed the jamming barrier line. So clear shot. Alright, well, this is just going to be a little opening clink damage coming in. 3 red, 2 blue. Into the front of the Pelta. Try that blue one again. Alright, well, stop your evade, and I will need a TRC this to a double. So 5 damage.
I'll be bracing that.
Brace the 3.
And then I will be, try anything else over here. Nope, I don't. So I'm going to be redirecting to the starboard side shields.
How many?
2, please.
Alright, starboard shields down, front shields down to 2. Okay, then using my nav to speed up to 1. And I think my Simoon's Heavy Vendor well in hand, so he's going to turn and see if we can't tag this pesky little Consular trying to get around to my side. Get an extra click from the dial. And then placing my ignition token. You guys a better view here as I'm deciding that. That's fine. Just put it right on top of you. Right at you.
Okay, Yularen's up next. Is a squadron dial, which I will basically be discarding because I can't really do anything with it. So I will be moving forward. 1. And at the end of the
Okay, that's the end of the ship phase. Coming up next will be the squad phase, which we will have some bomber shots coming in on my Simoons. Some Republic action to get some revenge. We'll see how that goes. Okay, so we've got Ahsoka, an Arc, Oddball, and a Y-Wing that are in range of my Simoon on the right there. And there, Rob is going to choose to go in and start doing shots. So, starting with Ahsoka. A hit. Redirect it to my port. Who's next?
Alright, it'll be the Arc right next to Ahsoka.
Hit crit. I will go ahead and brace and redirect that one as well. So port shield's down to 1.
Okay.
Next.
I'll be the Y-Wing next. This one's close to Bomber Command.
Yeah, this one is in range of Bomber Command. Hit.
I think I'll just go with the hit now.
And I'll take it. Shield's down to 3. And then Oddball. Accuracy crit.
Accuracy, one of your redirects doesn't really matter, I guess. Yes. Well, actually, one of your redirects.
Okay. Alright, I will just take it. So front shield's down to 2, port shield is down to 1. And then the remaining squads will be moving. I'll show you where they go at the start of round 4. Alright, start of round 4, and things are about to get hairy. Rob chose not to move any of his squads, so they're just sitting where they're at. And really, not much thought put into what's going first. The Onager has sighted down this pesky consular trying to get around his side. So, orbital bombardment particle cannons are charged and ready to obliterate. At least we'll see if they obliterate. And as promised, it will be the Onager first. It is a concentrate fire, and I will be using it. And it is going to be, as far as defense tokens are concerned, it is long range, but effective close. And I'll be shooting into the side of the consular. Oops, sorry about that, guys. My camera almost fell off the board. Okay, so we got 3 red, 2 blue, 2 black into the consular, which is untouched. Let's see what we can do here. Well, I think I just got ultra lucky there. Yeah, I think I might have you. We'll go ahead and confire in a red. Obviously stopping your redirect and evade. All I need is 6 damage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep, don't even need Tanita. Unfortunately, as we have seen in previous bat reps, consulars die due to stiff breeze.
Contain just because.
Yeah, and contain!
Just because.
Yes. Alright, speed 1 currently going. I'm going to start turning back towards the proper fray. And then ignition token. As far out to the left as I can. Like so.
Alright, up next is the Pelta. And I used my title FB88 to discard my top dial. So my other dial is a navigation dial, which I will be using. But first off, we have a pot shot into the front of the sign moon directly in front of it, as you can see. And I use clone navigation officer, to give a token to the Vanator of navigation token.
Alright, 2 reds into the front of my marked Simoon. Accuracy double.
Sounds good to me. Alright, so I'm going to lock down your brace when you spend your shield.
Okay. Redirect to my starboard. Starboard shield's down to 1. That's about as good as you could hope for there.
If the Pelta is the navigation dial, I'm going to use to speed up to 2. Then go straight forward. Landing on that wonderful ignition token.
Well, we are going to go with the Simon that was just attacked. It is a navigate. I'm going to go and take a damage on my back shield for my Well, I'm just taking it now just to remind myself for my ruptured engine. Because I'm going speed 3 and I can't slow down to 1. And then I've got a medium range, front to front of the Pelta. The Pelta has 2 shields on the front, no shields on the starboard. Alright, 6 reds with spinal and 2 blues. Well, the red dice. Wow, oh my god. Well, so the dice decided to be on my side today when they didn't need to be. We needed to have some sort of the luck move elsewhere, but decided not to right now. So then link turbo laser towers. Still blank. I mean, that's fine. I'm definitely not complaining about this. Let's see. 2, 4, 6, 7. Your brace to 4. Still gonna go internal, assuming what your redirect or evade does. Actually, no, I'm gonna stop the brace. That's no question. I just need to do maximum damage. So stopping your brace.
Use my evade.
Okay. What do you want me to reroll?
I gotta reroll the double.
Okay. Did you want to burn it? Have me reroll 2?
I'm still gonna honor shot possibly coming in next turn.
Well, it's not possible. It is.
Well, I know.
If you're still alive, that's
yes,
the honor you're shooting
that
at.
is true. Very true. Yeah. I know. Roll blue. Hopefully get another crit stuff. Oh man. I'll burn it and make you roll blue. And see if you can get hopefully an accuracy.
Okay. I do. That reduced effectively 3 damage. That was really good.
That's good. Ooh. Alright, let's shield it. Best I possibly can. So let's see, I got nothing on my starboard side. Do I have anything on port?
Has to go to the port. How much do you want to send?
Well, 1, 2, 3. So I guess I'm send how much do I have over there? 2. I'll send 2, and I'll take off.
Alright, shields down. And shields down to 1 on the front. Okay, using my nav to slow down to speed 2, taking my damage from my ruptured engine, and turning in like so. So I'll try to be sort of smart with Romodi. I want to be obstructed. Landed on the regular arc. Y-wing and oddball are clear. Where would you like the regular arc to go, Rob?
I'll take the regular arc on the... I'd say the front. I'm gonna go the front corner towards the other arc, because there's the other arc there. Oddball. Okay, Yularen. He has a navigate dial, and I'm gonna be using my squadron token, so you can actually activate 2 squadrons, which will be oddball and an arc. They're moving over to the starboard side of the Simon in front of the Venator. And the Venator will also be firing into the side as well as the arcs are.
Okay, I've got 1 shield there. Who do you want to attack first?
Alright, let's do the regular arc first. Just 2 blue dice.
Crit hit.
Okay, that's all I can do.
Yeah, bomber command center.
I'll leave it.
Okay. I will redirect it to the front. Shields down to 2.
Okay. Then we'll go oddball goes in. He gets
Alright, oddball. Accuracy hit.
Alright, since he moved, I'm gonna re-roll the accuracy actually.
Accuracy hit.
And then with bomber command, I gotta do the accuracy as well.
Double hit.
Oh. There we go.
I'll just take it and take it face down.
Alright.
Okay, and this is actually a clear shot because you're already overlapping the jamming barrier line.
Yep.
So, Venator,
Two
drop
red.
side.
2 red, 2 blue. Whoops.
Oh. Some dice decide to leap out of the tray. Let's Try this again. Did you want to take a squad token from Resolute?
Yes, please. Sorry.
Okay. Don't forget. Alright. I don't think you can reroll anything.
I cannot, but I do have Excise 7, just so you know.
Brace. Contain. And it's not worth burning for 1. I'll just take it. So 3 face down.
Okay, so Yularen is going to be just moving speed 1 still. He's going to be taking a turn towards the port side. He will be getting double arced. Getting himself double arced as well. This is not going to be good. And both arcs are moved, which is not good for the arcs.
Like so. Alright, we're finally going to do Romodi correctly. So it is a navigate. And I'll be using that now. And I've got a medium range, front to front, shooting through my Star Destroyer. And a long range, side to front, shooting through my Star Destroyer. Finally, getting Romodi to work. And no doubt on a double shot. How about that? That never happened. Alright, we're going to start with the side shot first. So, 1 red. Blank. And Romodi. Hit. And link turbo laser towers. Crit. So, hit crit.
The front, try to slip out my 4 shields.
Yep, you have not been attacked yet.
I think I'll just take it.
Okay, shields down to 2.
Mm-hmm.
And front shot. 6 red, 2 blue.
I will spend my brace to half your my thermal shields. And I will half your reds.
Okay. Into the front. Well, that's good. And Romodi. It's not good. Not leading shots, but link turbo laser towers. There we go. Stop your redirect. 4 damage.
Alright, front still, right?
Yep, so it'll be 2 internal.
Well, spend the contain.
There is no crit there.
Oh, I'll be doing the
Your only choice is a salvo.
salvo, yeah.
You can't do the brace, you already spent it.
So salvo is probably not gonna get because you're
It'll be 1 red or 1 blue.
yep. Might as well do salvo anyways. It's the end of the turn basically, so
Alright, what do you want to salvo with?
I will do the let's do a red just in case I get a double.
1 hit. I'll just take it on the shield. Alrighty. Okay, using my nav to slow down to 2, getting an extra click at the 1. I'm going to ram and end at the 1. And mainly using this so I can turn harder than normally would be possible. Landing on a Ahsoka and an arc. Alright, where would you like Ahsoka in the arc?
I'll take the silk in the arc. I'll take the arc in the front of your Star Destroyer to move. Goes to the other Star Destroyer, so you move up. And then I'll take Ahsoka. I will move her. Let's see, right. I don't think I can fit him behind that arc that I just put there.
Has to be touching.
Yeah, but you can't touch the base between.
No.
That way. That's what I was saying. All right.
I
So
mean,
she's just gonna.
Let me do this.
Yeah, do that. She's good. 0.
Hmm?
How many do you have in the front? 2 shades.
1.
Yeah, just do that.
Now it'll be this one. Okay, so we're starting with the arc on your screen, guys. That is right up in the front between the 2 of them. Attacking the one on the left. Has 2 shields there, and I believe I think I have 6 health remaining, maybe 5. And this is the defense tokens for that one. So arc coming in. Double hit.
You know what? He's gonna leave it like that. Double hit.
Okay, I will take it. Shields down.
Alright. Next, I will go with the one Y-wing that can actually, it's right behind the arc there. Should be able to hit it.
Okay, you have 2 Y-wings that can hit it. One in the front, one in the side.
Right, so we're going to Okay. I just hit your front and hit. I'll reroll that. Armor command. Hit. Still hit. Okay. Burn my redirect. Send it to my port. All right. Now I will go with the Y-wing that's on your port. Okay. Hit. Reroll with the armor command. Whoops. Hit crit. I like that better. I'll just leave it. Shields down. Okay, now on to your other destroyer. Yep. We'll do the Ahsoka first, just to get her done. Okay. One shield on the front. Hit. Okay. I'll redirect that to my starboard. Starboard shields down to 2. Alright, we'll go with the regular Y-wing. Hit crit. Nice, so I'm definitely going to leave that. Redirect to starboard, shields down. Okay, and now we'll go Anakin. Double hit. Huh. I think he's going to reroll both of them. Add it 2. Yep. Double and a hit. Alright, and just... Let's see if I want to... I will use bomber command on the blue. Accuracy double. Okay. That's... What are you gonna accuracy? Oh. You're a... no shields on the front. I have 1 shield on the front. That was the other destroyer. Right. I redirected all the damage so far this one. Okay, bring my redirect to my... And port side, so port shields and front shields are down. Alright, that is all the attacks, and we'll be back at the start of round 5. Alright, start of round 5, and I think we might be getting near the end. Onager's got a nice shot lined up on the Pelta. However, I think I need to go with this Simoon in the middle here. Has a double arc into the side and clear of the Venator. And if I can drop the Venator, that will be a massive amount of squadron potential removed off the board. But it might mean the Pelta escapes at least this round of Onager fire. We shall see. Okay, so we are going to go with my middle Simoon. It is a concentrate fire. I'm going to use it. We start with my side to side and then front to side. He's got 3 shields there. No shields on the front. I could do a side into the front, but I think I just want to focus all damage into one. No, I'm going to do side to front actually, and then front to side, so I can get more damage on the hull. Alright, we're going to start with the side shot. It is 3 blue and a red. Did you want to thermal shields this? No, wait for the front shot. Alright, side to front. No shields there. I'm going to LTT this. There we go. I will stop your redirect. Nicely done. Also, I contain, definitely. Do I have any shields on the sides on the port side? You cannot redirect. I'm locking it down. Let's see, right, 1, 2, 3. I'm only going to stop at 1 point, which is big and annoying, but still. I will not use my brace. I'm just going to use salvo. Salvo it back. Okay, so 3 face down. Then salvo back. Yep. Alright, I don't think there's anything to do about that. So I will brace, redirect to my back, and take 1 face up from the crit. No, I will contain the crit. What am I thinking? So 1 face down. 4, 5, 6, 7.
4 health remaining on my Simon. And then front shot. Somebody wanna?
Yes. So
6 red, 2 blue from Spinal.
Red, 2 blue. We'll take away half your red.
It's not half my red, it's half my dice pool.
Well,
But 4 reds.
right.
Alright, front to side, you do have 3 shields there. Brace was spent. Then my concentrate fire will be a red. I'll leave that and it'll stop your redirect.
Too close. Oh, crit's coming in. I can't use my brace. So, I'm gonna burn myself. I'm gonna do that.
So you want to take face up?
Oh, there's a crit, right? Yes, I will. Oh, no, I don't want to take the face up. I just not that.
Alright, 1 face down. 3 health remaining on the Venator. But now salvo back.
Yep.
I do have 1 shield on the port to redirect to. And 4 health remaining. Kind of mediocre. What would you like to lock down?
I knocked out the shield.
Okay, so 1 more face down. 3 health remaining. Alrighty. Currently moving speed 2, so have to take my final damage on my final shield for my ruptured engine. So shield's down all over the place now. Turning as best I can, and actually, it's like this Y-wing and Anakin that I land on. And this Y-wing, because the shield down.
Alright, up is Yularen. Yularen has a squadron dial. I'll be using that and the squadron token to activate 7 squadrons. Right now, we're going to be doing this piece by piece. We're going to be sending the 2 arcs that are behind my Tater into the front of the destroyer. It only has 3 health.
Then the rest will depend on how this all goes. Alright, who's attacking first?
Alright, we're going to go with the regular arc, which is 2 blue.
Hit crit.
I think we leave with that.
Burn brace contain. 2 health remaining.
Alright, so now we're going to go oddball.
Accuracy hit.
Of course, but we're going to re-roll the accuracy with oddball special vigor.
And I'm dead. Alright, then the remaining squad's going into my healthy, except for Ahsoka. Because, you know, I'm assuming you don't want to activate Ahsoka. You want to do your bombers.
Right, I'll do my bombers, yeah.
Alright, who's attacking first?
Alright, we're going to start with the arc up front. 2 blue, please.
Okay. Hit crit.
Sounds good to me.
I will go ahead and redirect and contain that. So 1 damage on the shield, and then 1 damage on the hull. Front and side shields down.
Okay, we'll go regular wide wing.
Hit.
I'm going to get greedy with the bomber control command.
Blank.
Yep, got greedy.
Next Y-wing.
Alright, next wide wing.
Hit.
I'll keep it. This time.
Okay, 1 face down. Next Y-wing.
Wide wing, yep.
Hit.
Keep it, and then we got
And then Anakin. Taking 4 damage so far. Accuracy hit.
Accuracy hit. Well, I'm going to depth, and I'm going to use the depth ability first, and control both of them.
Crit blank.
And then I'll use bomber command to get the blank out of there.
Crit blank. Burn my contain, take another face down, so 5 total damage. And then you have a medium range sight shot. Predator.
We'll be taking that. That'll be 2 red, 2 blue.
Uh, 2 damage. Child brace to 1. 6 damage on the Simoon.
And then I will taking one shot at the...
Oh, that's right. Pot shot at the onager.
2 red.
Double. I'll spend my evade to cancel that.
Okay, Yularen is going to be speeding up with his token to speed 2. Click at the 1 and the 2. Get up there. And let's see what we do here.
Okay, time for the onager to unleash his firepower. It is a concentrate fire. I've got a medium range, side to front, into the Venator, but of course my first shot is going to be, actually I probably need to check this, be a long range, ignition shot, but he's right on top of the token into the unshielded side, effective close range. Alright, starting the shot on the Pelta. These are the Pelta's defense tokens. Has 1 shield on the front, 1 shield on the back. No hull damage. 3 red, 2 blue, 2 black. Not a fantastic shot. I really need this guy to die. So, stopping the brace is obviously what's going to happen. And then, I can redirect 1. And then, yep, I will burn my evade to TRC this to a double. Then do 5 on the hull.
So, of course, I will redirect.
Yeah, that's what I'm...
Yep.
Yeah. So redirect, and then got just what I needed to take the Pelta out. As we always see, it always comes down to exact numbers. And then Venator has 3 health remaining, no shields on the front. 3 red discs coming in. Did you want to burn your brace for thermal shields?
How much you got in? How much we got?
3 red.
No. I'll do it.
Okay. 2 damage.
Use my redirect.
Redirect into the port.
Yeah.
Shields down to 1. Okay, then onager moving forward. Turning slightly in, not placing my ignition token. Alright, let's see if we can end this. Simon, it is a concentrate fire. I do have a front and side into his unshielded side, or a side into his unshielded front. Doesn't matter, I don't think. We'll take the shots. Just need to get 3 damage. We'll start the side shot. We'll go into the side. 1 red, 2 blue. Did you want a thermal?
1 red, 2 blue.
I'm sorry, 1 red, 3 blue.
Your side shot or your front shot? Sorry.
Side shot.
I didn't hear it. So. Into my side, right?
Yep.
No. I'm not gonna do it.
Not gonna use my Confire yet. With Turbo Laser Powers. 4 damage.
Can I redirect to the back?
Okay, you got 2 shields there. So we're taking 2 internal, first one face up.
Yeah, there we go.
It is not structural.
That's good.
So I have to take my front shot. Did you want to thermal shields this?
Yeah, so we do it. It's my only chance now.
Well, all I need is 1 damage. And gotcha.
Yeah.
Alright guys, that's going to be it. And based on my move, we'll just let the Soga take a plink shot, squad phase, 1 more damage on the Simoon. Alright, and that'll be it guys, and we'll be back at the post-game interview to talk about how fun playing against 2 Simoons and an onager is. Okay, so there we have it. As you notice, I didn't put the squats out here because I already put them away. I forgot that I wanted to do the ending shot. But it is a tabling, so I get a full 400 points.
Yep.
And Rob gets 128 for the Simoon. These are very light Simoons, probably one of the cheapest Simoons that's ever been killed on the channel, because we usually like the Christmas tree or big ships.
Or at least put something on it.
Yeah, other than just 2 of theirs. But yeah, so Rob, want to give me your...
Well, first of all, it's a very, very tough list, a very, very good list to go against. Even though there was a light Star Destroyer, it was effective Star Destroyer. And Romodi was played well this time, by the way, Ben. Good going. I think I went up first.
When he says played well, it means it actually happened.
Exactly.
I only got 2 shots off on the same activation, but at least it happened. Well, usually when Rob and I try to run Romodi, we don't even get a single obstructed shot. So at least Romodi happened.
Yeah, he had to put his Star Destroyer in front.
Yes.
And I think he might have rammed it once, but maybe it was earlier, maybe. But still, that's all. Maybe he got it done this time. Now, the only way I can think of it, as Ben said earlier, that he sent me this. He said, "Rob, this is hard. This is a hard list. So you might want to build something to make it worthwhile to play against." And so I thought, okay, bomber, heavy list. He has no fighters. Send them in. Go for it. So I did, and unfortunately, I'm not as practiced with the Republic as this may be my second or third time maybe playing them, and I need to get more practice with them. And then second was that I really missed the boosted comms, okay, and I needed the officer that lets you move them after you make a maneuver. So I could move my maneuver first within range and then let loose the bombers. But that aside, I also didn't place my tokens correctly, my jamming barrier correctly. I should have gone further away from me. Give me a little more time to get close enough, and probably kept my fighters closer to me. But I was worried about the arcs not getting out there, so I probably should put them out there for the maneuver space rings. But it was a tough list. I enjoy my carrier list. I really do enjoy my bomber list. Probably a few things I'd change up. Alright. Ahsoka would be great if there were fighters out there. She can't really help against all the squadrons, only against all the squadrons, I should say. So I'd probably throw another arc in there. I think Anakin is the only adapter, or the only named, besides Oddball, who are good against ships. So there probably would have been another arc, or I don't have any more Y-wings, but I could have borrowed a few men to throw in there instead, or maybe 2 actually, because they're only 10. But anyways, no, I enjoyed it. I didn't get to use my clone gunners. I really was trying to, using the counselor to feed it. Unfortunately, counselor was way off base, and I just wasn't able to do it. I was happy with the Pelta. The Pelta, the clone navigation officer, really helped a lot. I was able to get that off a couple times. The bomber command was great. The fighter coordination team I was able to use a few times. So I mean, the Pelta was doing well, but it's got a rough spot as well. But no, against this list, no, we were talking about it before Ben gets to his list, and I had thought about bringing a Starhawk against this list. Again, I still don't think the Starhawk will last. It'll last longer, and maybe we'll not have gone down. Maybe I'll have like 1 health left, or maybe. Not sure. But I really want to try my Republic. I have not played my Republic well. I got them all sitting on the shelf back there, waiting to be used. As you see, I wanted to use Jurgen's, fighters that he painted for me as well. He's usually sitting out there, as well as his consular. I mean, I just can't wait to use these guys. So I need more practice, but I don't know. We'll have to see maybe next time we'll play against this list. Or Ben?
Well, Clint, Ma Barker is a mean bitch.
Yes, she is.
This is not a list that I would recommend playing with your friends on a regular basis, or at least give them a heads up. This is not fun to go against, and especially if someone's used to playing it.
Yeah.
Obviously, I came in a little hot with my Simons, allowing his arcs to actually bomb me. I probably could have slow rolled their flanking maneuver a little bit more just to get less bomber attacks.
Mm-hmm.
But I was prepared to lose one, but I knew I just need to get in there quick, and then I could just drop his ships. And again, double Simon, man. And if without thermal shields, this game would have been over a couple turns ago.
Oh yeah, thermal shields.
Thermal shields let the Venators stay alive 1 extra turn. Simon did what Simon does, deleted the Consular immediately, and then 2 shots to kill a Pelta. Yeah, that Rob already touched on. I mean, as far as your list is concerned, I mean, it's just a brutal, straightforward list. So
Right.
there's not much to say about it other than that, just because it's just nasty.
Yes.
But as far as just the overall game, yeah, the main thing that Rob did that he already acknowledged it
Yeah.
was jamming barrier. This was our first time running jamming barrier, and when
Right.
he placed it so close to his side, it's like, well, I can just sit back and wait for you to cross the barrier, and
Right.
then I get clear shots. So it's a. My guess is with the jamming barrier, if you're actually wanting to use it defensively, you want to put it like roughly in the middle, and just stay and stop, and just wait for your opponent to come across it.
Yeah.
And maybe like use the dust fields on the corners. But it's tough with this because you don't get to place all of them. You get to alternate, which is why I put one of the dust fields just way out of the way that I knew wasn't going to be a problem for me.
At the same time, I put the asteroids far away where he couldn't get them either, so he couldn't use them from Romodi.
Yeah.
So I was aware of that.
Yeah, this mission was not a good Armada mission because you're getting rid of the 2 degree fields, and dust fields don't do any good for you because you can't shoot through them anyway.
Right.
So obviously with Romodi, you want all the obstacles out there. But ultimately, I will say this: you'd have to do some points around. I think this list, Clint, would be served better if you take Romodi off it. You'd have to. I mean, I'm trying to think where you'd have to get the points back. You'd have to.
Who are you thinking of?
Well, Vader.
Vader?
That way you can get maximum rerolls on everything. But actually, what it turned out was that I didn't need all the rerolls because my red dice were hot.
Yeah.
But again, looking at the points, because Vader is very expensive, as he should be.
Yeah.
He's actually the most expensive, 36 points. You gotta find 16 points somewhere. So I'm wondering if it's even, if again, this is all cheese, guys. Don't again tell your opponent that you're bringing this unless you're going to a tournament. But if you drop the link turbo laser tires, put XI7 so they can't even redirect.
Right.
Keep the spinal, of course, and then take the Onager down to the
Test bed.
the test bed.
Yeah.
And then put Vader as your commander. I think that's all your points there that you need to make up. And yeah, and that makes this list even worse. Of course, someone that's used to this knows how to run Romodi better, getting those extra dice. But I think having Vader with the ability to reroll whatever you want,
right,
can make this even more sick. So
yeah.
So thanks for submitting it. And,
thank you.
It's been sitting in the queue for a while, maybe because I've been just trying to figure out a way to run it against someone and not be mean. So.
And Ben knows if you bring anything against me. I told him that years ago.
But we'll keep it rare. But anyway, this is actually interested to see what this list will do in a competitive scene. It's one of those, if someone's built right, though, I think they could take this list out pretty not easily, but could do it, like if they have a lot of high speed, and maybe like the split yell, or again, Starhawks, of course, always. You could just run the Starhawk up the middle, and then you have your other ships going around this, and then as they're trying to drop the Starhawk, you do damage with your other ships. Yeah. So you let the Starhawk be the big target. So anyway, it'd be interesting what your guys' thoughts are on how you would defeat this obnoxious list of 2 Simons and an Onager. So, but thanks for submitting it. And anybody else that wants to submit a list, just email me at maildownsizeit@gmail.com or message me on Facebook, and I'll put it in the queue. And we'll, at some point, we'll feature it on the channel. It could take a while. Like I said, this one's been, I think, 2 months been sitting there. I've got a couple other ones that have been sitting there for a while, but we'll get to them when we can.
And if it is a cheese list, as you not a hard list, we'll call it. If it is a hard list, that's all right. We will work it out.
Yeah, whatever you guys want. There's no restrictions on it.
No, don't
submit whatever list you want. Whether it's for fun, something you want to try out. I don't care what the list is. Just
do I.
And we'll play it.
So
but it just sometimes these types of lists, usually I'll give the opponent a heads up so they can tailor to it, and just to have a chance.
Make it a good video.
Make it a good game, so it's not just a wipeout turn 2 or whatever. Because those aren't fun games.
No.
All right, so giveaway. And also reminder you guys, this will be coming, when this comes out, this will be a couple weeks later. Following week after this one, we might be able to get back to having 2 bat reps a week. But for the giveaway, we are all done with the Imperials with their titles, which ones you like best. So we're going to now move on to the Rebels. And just like the Imperials, we're going to start largest to smallest. So start with the Starhawk. 3 titles to choose from. For the giveaway, for the $60 store credit, the Venator or the Providence, Comment in the comments below what your favorite Starhawk title is. Mine would have to be the, I think it's Concord is one that lets you use defense tokens while at speed 0.
Yes.
Because when I run a Starhawk, I like trying the Magnite tractor beam shenanigans to drop people down to 0. See if I can get that to work. So that's my favorite title.
And
Starhawk.
mine would have been Amenity, I believe it is, one that gives you an evade.
Yeah. That's pretty cool. And put TRCs
TRCs or use the evade.
Or just use the evade to cancel dice at range.
Yeah.
So make Starhawk even more obnoxious. So yeah, so all the titles actually are really good. And those are just, and then the text in the titles are great because they add defense dice. They're all fantastic. So let me know what your favorite ones are. And also don't forget that if you ever want to get anything from Admiral Tater, use my 10% discount code that I'm in partnership with him on, downsize at 10, for anything that you want to purchase there. So Clint, thanks for the list. Rob, thanks for being the guinea pig.
Oh, no problem, anytime.
We'll try to play more games with you so you can start practicing with your Republic now that you haven't played with them, I think like 2.5 months. So Rob will try to start experimenting with more lists with the Republic.
Yep.
So thanks for watching, guys, and until next time, take it easy.